The cost of living in this country is currently, it's not going to be, it is currently unsustainable. And there are people that they know this, but then they'll still look at somebody else that's struggling and then tell them they're not doing good enough. I want you to imagine somebody that makes $75,000 a year. That's a pretty high up wage in terms of like top earners in this country, $75,000 a year. And we're going to go through some things here. This is a person with no debt outside of a car. And please don't hit me with the, you can go buy a car for, shut up, you can't, shut up, stop saying ridiculous things. An entry level decent car is $30,000. So this person who puts $200 a month into insurance and they pay 5% into their 401k because shut up, people should be able to put money into their retirement. Because if you're not doing it now, you're never going to get to start doing it later. So after those two things come out of their paycheck and their taxes are paid, they bring home $53,850 a year from a $75,000 paycheck. Average rent in my state for a one-bedroom apartment, because an adult should be able to live by themselves, $1,700. That car payment at 6% for an entry-level, very reasonable sedan, nothing fancy, that car payment's $579 a month. Car insurance, $240 or so a month for a lot of vehicles in this day and age. You're a young person, you've got a nice job, but the insurance companies still want to screw you over. Food. You only cook at home. You never, ever go out. You only cook at home and you only eat decent quality food because a human being should be allowed to eat decent quality food. You pay $879 a month for that. You spend $250 a month in gas. You wear and tear on your car $100 a month. $80 for your phone, $80 for your internet, $175 a month for your electricity, $70 for your water, $20 for your cash. You make 75 grand a year, and outside of a car payment, you have zero debt. Do you know how much money you have left over annually at a $75,000 wage? You do nothing. You don't own a Netflix. You don't go out on a date. You don't pay to go to a park. You don't go watch a movie. You do nothing. If you can't find it on the internet for free, you don't get to do it. If you can't cook it at home for your $800, you don't get to do it. You have $3,700 left over annually. That's like $320 a month. And there's going to be, well, that's 300. Shut up. Shut your stupid, contrarian, edgelord mouth. That's not a doctor bill, because God knows just because we have insurance doesn't mean that we don't still pay far out the ass when we go to the doctors. People like to be entertained. They want to date. They want to... There's those of you out there that will tell somebody living like this on $75,000 a year before taxes that they are not doing what they're supposed to do, that they should get a second job, that they should get a side hustle, that they should get a better job. And the fact that you would look at somebody with no debt other than a car and say something like this to them means objectively you're a moron and you live in a fantasy world. This is unsustainable.
Yeah, let's start with the rent payment. You know, when I come in the United States in 2019, you could probably rent, $600 for a studio, for a one bedroom, 600. Let's say 600 to $800. Right now, it's not possible. It's not possible. For one bedroom studio right now in the Chicago area, let's say 2000 or 1800 or 1500. Look, that's, in 5 years, that's too much. Let's start with the food. Let's go with food. Food, especially me, I cook at home. And I know 800, that's a lot. For someone like me who cook at home, that's a lot. So, yeah, I don't really spend 800 in a food in a month as I cook at home. So let's put, it's a $829. So we can put that around 700 or, 600. Yeah. Car payment, true. For car insurance, you're gonna pay around, 2050 a month. That's a lot. So the cost of living, I can say is not the same like it was in 2020 or 2019. Many things has changed, price still going up, that's life, inflation. So yeah, so we deal with it. But how we people can do better and live better if you can really be happy with your money, working hard, and you can be happy with your money you made. I can say the solution right here, probably people can, go back to their family or go back to dad. If you're not married, especially if you're a young guy or a young lady, you should consider the option to go back home with your parent. And you can share with your parent, you can be in the basement, you're gonna contribute for the house expenses and food at home, and you can make a better plan for your future. But if you want to live by yourself in 2025 with the cost of living still going up, how are you gonna end up? How are you gonna end up with your dream or going the street? So let's make a better choice for ourselves, for our future, because we always have a dream and dream big. That's the better option for ourselves. Thank you so much for watching this video. I made it, and that's the situation we all live in, and we should talk about it. Thank you so much. Put in a comment. I don't know what you think. What's your story? What you think about the cost of living right now in 2025 in the United States? And otherwise, probably you can be in Africa because of living. You can be in Europe, but let's think about what's going on right now. What the best action for ourselves, for young people with no family, and for family, for couple. What is the best option to get out, build their dream, and be happy in their life? Thank you so much. See you in the next.